What's up, folks? It's your buddy Fatalroadie. Today we're going to be doing a Raw recap. Seth Rollins comes out, and then we have a recap of the Baron Corbin match at Stomping Grounds. He starts to talk about last night, then Becky Lynch comes out. Rollins continues about last night and gives props to Becky Lynch. Lynch starts talking about Stomping Grounds. Corbin's music hits. Lacey Evans attacks Becky Lynch from behind, shortly followed by Corbin attacking Rollins. The faces clean house. Baron Corbin says that he might as well give the Universal title to Becky Lynch, go home and put an apron on because Lynch handles everything. Corbin and Evans challenge Lynch and Rollins to a mixed tag team match at Extreme Rules. Becky Lynch says, okay, but this is the very last time that you all are going to be facing us. Corbin says that's cool, but one more stipulation, it's a winners take all match. Both the Raw Women's Championship and the Universal title will be on the line. This was quick to the point. We get to our first match. An 8-man tag team elimination match with the Revival, Bryan and Rowan, the Usos, and Xavier Woods and Big E. Oy vey. Due to incidental contact, Daniel Bryan hits Dash Wilder. Then later, Scott Dawson unintentionally hits Daniel Bryan, causing Xavier Woods to get the pin. Then the Revival do the Shatter Machine on Xavier Woods to pin them. So both Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan and the New Day are eliminated. Afterwards, Jey Uso gets the pin on Dash Wilder after a splash off of Scott Dawson's back. This was an alright match, there really wasn't much to it. Then we have a recap of the Roman Reigns-Drew McIntyre match at Stomping Grounds. Then we get Miz TV with his guests R-Truth and Carmella. The Miz tells R-Truth that the 24/7 rule is going to be suspended during the interview. They show R-Truth regaining the 24/7 title at Drake Maverick's wedding. Truth talks about how much of a burden the 24/7 title's been. Drake Maverick comes out, says everything hasn't been the same, and says that he wants a rematch for the title. The Miz, having information sent to his ear, says that nobody can interfere in this rematch. Okay, so Drake Maverick versus R-Truth for the 24/7 title. Quick match, R-Truth retains. The loser locker room comes running out. R-Truth is able to evade everybody, and Carmella and Truth escape through the crowd. And then the match we've all been waiting for, Drew McIntyre and Shane McMahon versus Roman Reigns. It's announced this is going to be a 2-on-1 match. As you can guess, this is pretty much just a beatdown. Roman Reigns gets 2 Claymore kicks, a spear. Shane McMahon starts to go for coast to coast. And then we hear that familiar bell. The Undertaker shows up, gives a chokeslam to Shane McMahon, lays out Drew McIntyre, and sends both McMahon and McIntyre over the ropes. I really did not expect to see Undertaker. It's later announced that The Undertaker and Roman Reigns are going to be facing Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre at Extreme Rules. I really don't know how to feel about this match. And if you thought the arm wrestling match between Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley was riveting, hold on to your hats, they're getting ready to have a tug-of-war match. What? Bobby Lashley has the advantage in the start. Just as Strowman is getting to the line, he starts pulling back. Bobby Lashley attacks Strowman, locking him into the ropes using the tug-of-war rope across his face. Stay tuned, because next week we're going to have thumb wrestling. Backstage, AJ Styles gets on the case of Gallows and Anderson about being serious, which leads us to our next match, Gallows and Anderson versus the Viking Raiders. Gallows and Anderson were looking good at the beginning, but once again they start getting cocky, and the Viking Raiders win the match. Then we have Heath Slater and Mojo Rawley in the ring. R-Truth comes running through the crowd, gets into the ring, being followed by the loser locker room. After a bit of a scrum, Heath Slater gets the pin, becoming the new 24/7 champion. As he's trying to evade everybody, R-Truth pins Heath Slater. Cedric Alexander hits the lumbar check on R-Truth, pins him. EC3 pins Cedric Alexander. As EC3 is trying to escape, Carmella grabs the belt, distracting him, allowing R-Truth to pin EC3, and once again regain the 24/7 title. Not bad. I think EC3 just got about that much more credibility than he already has. We have another Stomping Grounds recap of the Ricochet Samoa Joe US title match. Then we go to a Kofi Kingston in-ring interview. He's quickly interrupted by Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, who have some hard-hitting questions to ask him. It's pretty much nothing but a waste of time, and we get on to our next match. Kofi Kingston versus Sami Zayn. Kevin Owens is at ringside. This was an match. Kevin Owens gets involved, as you would expect. Kevin Owens' side, there was a good bit of back and forth. Kingston got a surprise roll-up on Zayn and wins it. And just when you thought it was over, Kevin Owens gets on the microphone, challenges Kofi Kingston. He comes into the ring. We have another match. This match was pretty much a waste of time. Kingston hit the SOS on Owens on the steel ramp, was able to get into the ring, and Kevin Owens was counted out. Waste. Kofi Kingston's going up the ramp, and he's attacked by Samoa Joe. He beats him down, throws him into the LEDs. As the officials are trying to help him, he comes running back out, locks in the Coquina clutch. So maybe this is going to be the next feud for Kofi Kingston. This one looks pretty interesting. Then we have Naomi versus Alexa Bliss. This was pretty much a short match, waste of time. Alexa Bliss won after a DDT. After the match, Alexa Bliss beats down on Naomi. Natalya comes out, and guess what, player? We have a tag team match. Naomi and Natalya versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Another wasted match. Alexa Bliss won. Okay. Then we come to our main event, AJ Styles versus Ricochet. This was a decent match. Gallows and Anderson come walking out. They start to interfere. AJ gets on the microphone and tells them, we're not going to be doing this, and this match is not going to continue until you two leave. So once the match gets restarted, it was good. I liked it. It was a very physical, very tactical match. AJ rolls out of a 630 attempt, nails a phenomenal forearm, and pins Ricochet. After the match, AJ Styles helps up Ricochet, gives him his belt. They shake hands, hug it out, and they both stand tall as we end tonight's Raw. This Raw was decent. It had its low points. There was quite a bit of talking and a lot of wasted time, but most of the matches were good, and it ended off on a really good match. So we'll have to see what the fallout is on SmackDown and see which wild cards come over there. But I'll do it for this episode of Raw Recap. I'll be back tomorrow for the SmackDown review. Leave a comment down below what you thought of tonight's Raw, what you thought of this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share and subscribe. I've been Fatalroadie. You've been awesome. Thank you very much for watching. And remember, if it's too loud, you're too old. See ya.